since the retirement Justice Clark, we haven't had a replacement. So I have spoken to a few attorneys who have the view that we need an additional judge as a matter of urgency for the criminal court. That I agree with totally. I understand.
That was President of the Grenada Bar Association, Derek Sylvester, acknowledging the plight of his colleagues. The St. Lucia-based Judicial and Legal Services Commission, which is responsible for appointing judicial officers, is yet to replace Madam Justice Victoria Charles Clark, who retired approximately 6 months ago. Outspoken attorney Jerry Edwin has reiterated the call for the powers that be to address this as a matter of urgency.
Justice will become a catastrophe unless we fix this, and we're not going to contemplate the death of justice under any circumstances, because the court is the ultimate arbiter of justice, but it must be run in a manner that is predictable and efficient.
Grenada's lone sitting criminal judge, Madam Justice Paula Guilford, has embarked on the enormous task of going through as many as possible of the 116 matters which are up for adjudication before the September assizes closes on December 15.
That is an impossibility. It cannot be done. We have at least 6 defendants who have been in prison for more than 4.5 years, approaching 5 years, whose matters cannot be heard. This is not justice.
The attorney, who is providing legal counsel for several defendants with matters before the St. George's High Court, painted a picture of the dire situation facing the judiciary.
The case of Damiel Belfont, the young man who defended himself against 2 persons who assaulted him in Grenville, and one of them unfortunately lost his life. That matter is now down for trial. That is, trial at an unknown date. Other matters involving death by dangerous driving. There were 3 matters that were also scheduled. Well, I use the word loosely. They were scheduled in a loose sense because we have no date.
Meanwhile, all matters that were scheduled for sentencing on Thursday and Friday have been postponed to next Monday.
They involve a number of cases, the majority of which, unsurprisingly, and that has been the state of affairs for quite some time, they are the sex cases, the sexual assault cases, indecent assault, and so forth. There are a number of young men, the majority of them under 25, 17 of them, who are going to be sentenced for sex-related offenses, and on Monday they will know their fate.
For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.